Talking about how to prepare your lawn, your landscape for winter. What do you need to do? How do you need to do it? When do you need to do it? Who do you need to call if you need to call anybody at all?
Kendall, what's up? Kendall, what's up?
How you doing?
Dude does a good intro right there. You see, he got my attention right there. Kendall, the lawn man in Grand Rapids.
Sick, weed free.
Bro, we got to get you out of Grand Rapids. Kendall, the lawn man. Kendall, the lawn man. Kendall, the lawn man in Grand Rapids.
Sick.
Oh boy, in the house. We got a beautiful sunset for a very special episode of Lawn Doctor Live. Today, we are talking about how to prepare your lawn, your landscape for winter. What do you need to do? How do you need to do it? When do you need to do it? Who do you need to call if you need to call anybody at all? My name's Kendall Hines. I'm your host. Welcome to Lawn Doctor Live, where every Friday we come to you and bring you the best of your lawn, your landscape, business, growth, Grand Rapids. We get some cool guests on the show. We've had Derek Willis, University of Kentucky, star basketball player, hometown kid, was on the show a couple weeks ago. Plays for the Grand Rapids Drive. We've had numerous friends of mine on the show talking about business, different things relating, and how they've grown their business and how it all relates to Grand Rapids. But today, we have a special episode. I wanted to come to you personally and tell you how to prepare your lawn for winter. You know, what does it take? How do you get your lawn on the right footing so that next spring you come out of the gate strong and you frickin' make that thing so green, thick, and weed-free. All your neighbors are jealous. That old 80-year-old neighbor, you know, who's out there with scissors, he's jealous of you. How do you do that? So before we get started, I always like to do a week in review. I always like to talk about, you know, what did the last week in our business look like? Well, you know what? We're winding down on things. We're finishing up core aerations. We're starting dormant seedings on lawns. So that next spring, that seed's already in place and it's ready to germinate next spring. So we're wrapping up the season. We're getting the trucks winterized. You know, it is getting cold, which initially prompted me to talk about, you know, how do you prepare your lawn and your landscape for winter? What's important to me and what I think should be important to our customers, more importantly. So today I'm coming to you to talk about how to prepare your lawn for winter. If you're watching the stream, please like and share the stream. I'd appreciate it. Please drop some comments below. And if you see right above me, if you need a quote on your lawn for 2018, now is the perfect time, folks. It's like buying a snowblower in the summer, okay? You're going to get the better pricing right now rather than waiting till the big spring rush. So it's just like buying a snowblower, you know, in the summer. You're going to get the best pricing. You're going to be able to get the best deals, you know, on your properties. Or property for 2018. So text the code right above me. It's 24587. Text Greengrass, no spaces, to 24587 for an instant quote for 2018. I can hook you up. I'll get it emailed over to you. We'll get one of the boys on it and make sure we get you on the good guys route next season. So today we're talking about how to prepare your lawn for winter. You know, we know the cold's coming. We know Jack Frost is going to be nipping at our nose here in very, very shortly. You know, but what does that mean for your lawn? Like, what steps do you need to take? Maybe you're a new homeowner. You don't know what to do. This is your first season in the house. I mean, what do you do with the lawn, right? Well, I can promise you there's certain things that you can do now in the fall to make sure that your lawn, whether you have us do it or do it yourself, is going to be looking its best next year in 2018. And the first number one thing I would say you would need to do for your lawn to make sure it's ready to go for next season is mowing, okay? Your last mowing of the season, you want to mow that puppy at about 2.5 inches. You know, normally during the season, we recommend to our customers to mow your lawn at about 3.5 to 4 inches. You know, typically that's the best height. You want to mow it high and let it fly, as we say in the green industry, okay? You want to mow it high, and you'll have that nice green, thick, weed-free turf, right? But here's the thing about in the winter. What happens if you don't mow it at that shorter height, right? Well, guess what? All of that length that you've been getting all season, all that thickness, it folds over on itself, and all that snow compacts that grass down, and it leaves it more susceptible to a disease and a fungus that we, in the green industry, we call snow mold. And anybody that's had a lawn before knows that they do not want snow mold in their lawn in the spring. And the best thing you can do to prevent that snow mold next year would be to mow your lawn at 2.5 inches. Give it a nice, on the final cut, by the way. You want to wait till the final cut of the season. I know we've had some great weather. I still see some growth out there on the turf, which is why we're still servicing. But you want to mow that turf at 2.5 inches and give it a nice cut going into the winter months, right? Going into that ground freezing, going into the December, the January, those coldest times of the month. So make sure when you're getting ready to do your last mowing for the season, you drop that down to 2.5 inches. I mean, that's the exact height that you want to be cutting it. And the best way to do that is pull that lawnmower out on your driveway, out on a flat surface, and get an actual measuring stick, right? Get a ruler, right? An old schoolhouse ruler. Everybody loves those. And you just measure that off of the surface to the bottom of your mower deck or the bottom of where your blade is. And that's how you measure the 2.5 inches. So you definitely want to make sure that you mow the lawn at 2.5 inches to prevent snow mold next spring. Because what can happen is, especially if we get tons of snow, think of all that weight and pressure sitting on the turf blades, right? It just creates the perfect environment for next spring where you're getting these fungus patches. And the problem with these fungus patches is that they hurt the leaf tissue. So your lawn's not going to look as good as maybe your neighbors that did cut it at 2.5 inches. So definitely make sure you cut it at 2.5 inches. On that note, when you're out mowing, a big thing that goes into the care for your turf is the leaf removal. Now, this is always a huge debate, and they've been doing some scientific studies lately, right? And some people like to suck them all off. Some people like to send them out to the dump. What I really encourage my customers to do, if possible, right? If you can do it. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. You just have so many leaves, it doesn't even make sense to do this. But we recommend mulching your leaves into the grass, okay? Get a nice mulching kit on that mower and mulch them into the lawn. It's the best, probably one of the best things you can do for your turf is to mulch all the leaves into the grass. And they did a study a few years back. I was in the Michigan State Lawn and Landscape program, and they did a study. They had these grass plots where they had grass that they sucked up the leaves on, and then grass that they mulched the leaves into. And what they found was that the plots with the mulched in leaves had less broadleaf weeds in the spring. So they did find a direct correlation between mulching your leaves in and not having weeds next spring. So that's a huge benefit, you think, in our industry, and for your lawn, right? The less weeds that we have to spray, the better your lawn's going to look all year long. So you definitely want to mulch those leaves into the turf as well. And we're cutting the lawn at 2.5 inches. We're mulching those leaves in, right? Okay. It's going to be looking good in 2018, but the third best thing you can do for your lawn so that it's coming out of the gate strong next spring would be a winterizer application. Why would we want to do that? Why would we want to winterize our lawn? I'll tell you. We want to winterize our lawn just like we winterize the pipes of our RVs, right? That's going to be sitting there stagnant. There's no life in the soil. The microbes are not moving at this time. The ground is frozen. There's no life there. So what do we want to do, okay? We want to winterize our turf and give it a healthy dose of potash, right? So if you look at a fertilizer bag, there's 3 numbers, right? The first number is nitrogen, the second number's phosphorus, and the third number's potash or potassium. And you want that last number to be the biggest, okay? We put down a 0046, and it's we call it the root blaster, okay? It's a very strong application, does a lot of good things for the soil in the color of the turf for next year, but we put that down about right now when it's ready to accept it. You don't want to put it down when it's too warm because you risk. It's an all chemical product, but you want to put down a fertilizer in the turf to make sure that those roots are ready to go for next spring. So as soon as the soil starts warming up to 50 degrees, that's the right temperature, by the way, you should be applying this stuff to for next spring. When the soil hits 50 degrees next year, your lawn will already have that great nutrients it needs at the root surface so it can spring to life, right, and get growing so that you can get out there next spring and enjoy your turf as fast as possible. So that winterizer application is very crucial. And if you've never done it, I highly recommend that that's something you look into. And you can look into it by texting the number at the top of the screen, 24587. That's 24587. You go on your phone here, you open up your messages app, and you text Greengrass, no spaces, to 24587. And we can get you our winter preseason pricing on 2018 services. But I'll tell you what, if you call our office and get a quote from us on 2018, I'll give you a deal on the winterizer application so that you can see us out there, so you can see what our process looks like, see how we're different, see how we follow up with you after each application, how we notify you after each application, who was there, what was applied, any tips and recommendations that we have for the lawn. That's what we do at Lawn Doctor. We do everything to keep your lawn green, thick, weed-free, and healthy. And I want to be your guy to make it green, thick, weed-free, and healthy. And then after we make it beautiful and gorgeous, and every neighbor in your neighborhood is jealous of your lawn, we'll come and kill your mosquitoes too. Because everybody loves a mosquito-free lawn. There's no more spraying that off, that DEET, that nasty chemical stuff on your kids, right? We're going to spray a natural product in your turf, or in your trees and shrubs, and then the perimeter of your house, and then any tree line around your property. It's a very good application. It's our fastest growing service is the Yard Armor Mosquito Control. So why are we here? What did we talk about so far today? We talked about how to prepare your lawn for winter. The points we covered so far. Number one is mowing. We need to mow it at 2.5 inches, okay? Normally during the season you mow it nice and high, but we got to drop it down here before the winter months come. So on your last mowing, you're mowing it at 2.5 inches. You're getting the leaves mulched into the turf if you can. 90% of properties you can do this. Mulch the leaves into the grass. It also makes less work breaking your back, hauling those out to the leaf dump as well. So get a mulch kit on that mower, mulch them into the turf. It provides tremendous results in terms of weed control next spring. So mulch it into the turf. Step number 3 is after you do all that, you got the leaves off, you gave it a nice cut before the end of the year, get a winterizer application on it. It's very imperative for your turf, for your root growth, for next season to put your lawn in a perfect position so it can come out of that starting gate strong and have tons of nutrients there next spring so that your lawn can thrive next season and be green, thick, and weed-free. And if you're a Lawn Doctor customer, you get that application that comes with every Lawn Doctor program. And if you're not our customer, I would love one season to get on your lawn and show you what we can do. And to do that, you can text 24587. Again, that's 24587. Text Greengrass to 24587, and we can get you an instant quote for next season. And like I said, it's like buying a snowblower in the summer, okay? It's the best time to buy lawn cares now. I know it seems early, but you know what? It's like buying a snowblower in the summer. You're going to get the best pricing. You're going to get the comfort in knowing that a plan is in place for your lawn all next season, so you can have the greenest, thickest, weed-free lawn in the block, and you don't have to worry about it. And the fourth thing you want to do, okay, we got the mowing down. We got the leaves taken care of. And then we got the winterizer application down. And now you're watching Sunday football, right? You would think so. But no, we got to worry about keeping those cold-sensitive plants covered and protected. I've been reading some weather reports, and they're saying we're going to have a winter that's been colder than ever, more snow than ever. I don't know if that's true. Weathermen are usually wrong, but especially in our business, you never trust a weatherman. That being said, we love our weathermen. We love them. But we need to cover those cold-sensitive plants and protect them from the freezing temperatures that are about to come. So you need to, every plant's different. So any expensive ornamentals that you have around your house, give us a call, shoot us an email, or text 24587 and text Greengrass to 24587, and we can tell you which plants need to be protected and which ones don't, so that your plants can thrive next year and don't die from a winter kill. That's something that's very prevalent. So you spend thousands and thousands of dollars putting these expensive ornamentals into your landscape to come next spring and say, what's wrong with my plants? I just spent $5,000 on all these ornamental plantings. Well, you know what? There's proper care instructions that need to go with those plants, and we can help you with that. So there's many things that need to get done here as we enter the colder months. You know, they're starting to light the Christmas tree. We're going to go check out Rosa Parks Circle later. That's going to be a fun time, lighting the Christmas tree downtown. But what else needs to be taken care of as we enter these colder months? The mowing has to be done at 2.5 inches. You want it a nice and short cut so we don't run into snow mold problems. You got to blow the leaves off the turf, mulch them in if you can. 90% of the lawns can be mulched in. You need to get a winterizer application down. This is the best time to do that. This is the best time to get your lawn ready to go for next season so that you can be one step ahead of the competition and dominate your neighborhood. Dominate your neighbors and get the greenest, thickest, weed-free grass you've ever had. And if you don't want to do it yourself, many don't. That's why we have lots of customers, including Gerald R. Ford International Airport, Forest Hills Public Schools, the city of Grand Rapids. Shout out Mayor Bliss. You're lighting up the tree tonight. We'll see you then. If you don't want to do it yourself, have us do it. I'd love one season on your lawn to get out there and show you what we can do to make it green, thick, and weed-free. Text Greengrass to 24587. Again, that's Greengrass to 24587. And we can get you an instant quote very quickly. We have little lawn care drones. Now, we don't have lawn care drones, but I'm just playing, right? We'll measure your property with using a satellite measuring tool. It's a very sophisticated satellite measuring tool. We can measure a square footage. It's exact down to the inch to get a square footage. And that's how we do our pricing. And especially when there's snow on the ground, right? You notice me hiking out there in my boots and trouncing through the snow to get some measurements. We actually use a satellite measuring tool. And that's how we do our quotes now these days. We use technology at every turn in our business. So, really appreciate you tuning in to the stream today. I really appreciate if you like and share the stream. And again, the 4 things we covered today, we're talking how to prepare your lawn for winter, what needs to happen, what needs to be done. Number 1, you need to mow the turf 2.5 inches. Get a nice lower cut on that grass, right? Normally during the summer you're cutting at 3.5 to 4, but drop it down for the winter time to prevent snow mold. Number 2, get the leaves off the lawn, or preferably, if you can, mulch them into the turf. It prevents broadleaf weed growth next season, so that your lawn's prepared and ready to go for the spring. And if you're maybe you just don't like getting leaves, or maybe you're older and you don't want to do them. You're not as spry as you used to be, right? We have many, many landscapers who specialize in fall cleanup and leaf removal. They can help you out. Call me. We network with we work with all the best landscapers here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They can help you out with the fall cleanup, so we can definitely put you in place with the right people to do that if you don't want to do it yourself or haven't done it yet. Got a call from a guy today, and he's like, I don't know what you need. I just need these leaves gone. I had completely forgotten about it. Now they're like 4 inches thick, and I said, oh my God, I gotta get you linked up with one of my landscapers because we got to take care of that situation. Because what happens is sometimes that doesn't get taken care of. Then the snow packs those leaves down, and then the leaves are on top of the grass, and then you're definitely gonna have fungus issues if you have grass at all the next year. So we got the mowing down 2.5 inches, nice clean cut, prevents snow mold next spring. Got the leaves off right. And then now you got the winterizer application, whether you're doing it yourself or you're having Lawn Doctor do it. We specialize in that, by the way. Text Greengrass to 24587 if you've ever wondered how much it would cost to have your lawn professionally fertilized and the weeds controlled. Again, text Greengrass to 24587 to get an instant free quote for next spring. And then again, you need to know which plants to cover and which ones you don't. Some plants need more coverings than others. Some don't need any at all. Some are more winter hardy, as we call them in the green industry. So we can help you out. It's really a property by property basis. There's really no one right way. in terms of covering and protecting your shrubs and ornamentals. So give our office a call at 616-281-7109 if you need help with that. And again, thank you for tuning in to Lawn Doctor Live, where every Friday we come to you about your lawn, your landscape. What do you need to do to prepare today we talked about what do you need to do to prepare your lawn for the winter, what goes into that. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. All of the people that like and share these streams, I really appreciate it. I appreciate the love, and helping me grow my business and get in front of more people and get on more lawns and help them be green, thick, and weed-free, because that's what it's all about. We don't grow our company unless we get our customers results, and we're the only company that lives and dies by our results. We don't have hundreds of thousands to spend in marketing fees. We do things like this. We get our customers results, and we let those results market our product, and that's how we've been growing exponentially for the last 4 years, is doing great work for our customers, which is why we're on some of the most prominent properties in Grand Rapids are those results. So who am I? I'm Kendall Hines. I own Lawn Doctor, and I'm your host, where every Friday we come to you and bring you the best of your lawn, your landscape, business growth in Grand Rapids. Thank you so much for tuning in. Can't wait to see you out on your lawn and make it green, thick, and weed-free. We'll see you next Friday. We have a very special guest back on the show. We'll get some more details out about that here shortly. But thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, we're always here for you. We are your guy. I'm your guy. I'm your lawn guy. There's nobody else. Call me. I'll make sure you get the answers you need and the results that you desire. We'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Kendall Hines, and we'll see you next week.
Kendall, what's up? Kendall, what's up?
How you doing?
Dude does a good intro right there. You see, he got my attention right there. Kendall, the lawn man in Grand Rapids.
Green, thick, weed-free.
Bro, we got to get you out of Grand Rapids. Kendall, the lawn man. Kendall, the lawn man. Kendall, the lawn man in Grand Rapids.
Green, thick,